Hi and welcome. Today I'm going to read some Mother Goose Nursery rhymes. I've read through this book already just to kind of refamiliarize myself with them, and I think I might have a trouble um, actually saying them and not singing some of them, so I hope you bear with me. We're going to start out with the first little nursery rhyme, Girls and Boys. Girls and boys come out to play, the moon doth shine as bright as day. Leave your supper and leave your sleep, and come with your playfellows into the street. Come with a whoop or come with a call, come with goodwill or not at all. Up the ladder and down the wall, a halfpenny roll will serve us all. You find milk and I'll find flour, and we'll have pudding in half an hour. The Cat and the Fiddle. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such a sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. Little Jack Horner. Little Jack Horner sat in a corner eating his Christmas pie. He stuck in his thumb and pulled out a plum and said, "What a good boy am I." Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty together again. I saw a ship a-sailing. I saw a ship a sailing on the sea, and oh, but it was laden with pretty things for thee. There were comfits in the cabin and apples in the hold. The sails were made of silk and the masts were made of gold. And 24 sailors that stood between the decks were 24 white mice with chains about their necks. The captain was a duck with a packet on his back, and when the ship began to move, the captain said, "Quack, quack." What are little boys made of? What are little boys made of? What are little boys made of? Snips and snails and puppy dog tails. That's what little boys are made of. What are little girls made of? What are little girls made of? Sugar and spice and everything nice. That's what little girls are made of. Jack and Jill. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Then Jack got up and home did trot as fast as he could caper. He went to bed and plastered his head with vinegar and brown paper. Sing a song of sixpence. Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye, 24 blackbirds baked in a pie. When the pie was opened, the birds began to sing. Now wasn't that the dainty dish just set before the king? The king was in his counting house, counting out his money. The queen was in the parlor, eating bread and honey. The maid was in the garden, hanging out the clothes, when down came a blackbird and pecked off her nose. Sorry for the singing, couldn't help it. Mary, Mary, quite contrary. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? With silver bells and cockle shells and pretty maids all in a row. Coffee and tea. Molly, my sister, and I fell out, and what do you think it was all about? She loved coffee and I loved tea, and that was the reason we couldn't agree. Curly locks. Curly locks, will you be mine? You shall not wash dishes nor feed the swine, but sit on a cushion and sew a fine seam, and sup upon strawberries, sugar, and cream. The 10 o'clock Scholar. A diller, a dollar, a 10 o'clock scholar. What makes you come so soon? You used to come at 10 o'clock, and now you come at noon. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. 5, 6, pick up sticks. 7, 8, lay them straight. 9, 10, a good fat hen. 11, 12, dig and delve. 13, 14, maids a courting. 15, 16, maids in the kitchen. 17, 18, maids a waiting. 19, 20, I've had plenty. Simple Simon. Simple Simon met a pieman going to the fair. Said Simple Simon to the pieman, let me taste your ware. Said the pieman to Simple Simon, show me your penny first. Said Simple Simon to the pieman, indeed I have not any. Simple Simon went a-fishing, angling for a whale. All the water he could find was in his mother's pail. He went to ride a spotted cow that had a little calf. She threw him down upon the ground, which made the people laugh. Simple Simon went to see if plums grew on a thistle. He pricked his fingers very much, which made poor Simon whistle. He went for water with a sieve, but soon it ran all through. And now poor Simple Simon bids you all adieu. Little Miss Muffet. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Along came a spider and sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away. Peter, Peter, Pumpkin Eater. Peter, Peter, Pumpkin Eater had a wife and couldn't keep her. He put her in a pumpkin shell, and there he kept her very well. Once I saw a little bird. Once I saw a little bird come hop, hop, hop. So I cried, little bird, will you stop, stop, stop? I was going to the window to say, how do you do? But he shook his little tail and away he flew. 3 blind mice. 3 blind mice. 3 blind mice. See how they run. See how they run. They all ran after the farmer's wife, who cut off their tails with a carving knife. Did you ever see such a sight in your life as 3 blind mice? This is going to be a hard one not to sing, so I'm going to forewarn you here. London Bridge. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Take a key and lock her up, lock her up, lock her up. Take a key and lock her up, my fair lady. However will we build it up, build it up, build it up? However will we build it up, my fair lady? Build it up with silver and gold, silver and gold, silver and gold. Build it up with silver and gold, my fair lady. Oh no, gold and silver I have none, I have none, I have none. Gold and silver I have none, my fair lady. Build it up with needles and pins, needles and pins, needles and pins. Build it up with needles and pins, my fair lady. Pins and needles bend and break, bend and break, bend and break. Pins and needles bend and break, my fair lady. Build it up with wood and clay, wood and clay, wood and clay. Build it up with wood and clay, my fair lady. Wood and clay will wash away, wash away, wash away. Wood and clay will wash away, my fair lady. Build it up with stones so strong, stones so strong, stones so strong. Build it up with stones so strong, my fair lady. Stones so strong will last so long, last so long, last so long. Stones so strong will last so long, my fair lady. Sorry about the singing. I couldn't fight that one any longer. Ode Mother Hubbard. Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to fetch her poor dog a bone. But when she got there, the cupboard was bare, and so the poor dog had none. She went to the baker's to buy him some bread, but when she came back, the poor dog was dead. She went to the joiner's to buy him a coffin, but when she came back, the poor dog was a-laughin'. She took a clean dish to get him some tripe, but when she came back, he was smoking a pipe. She went to the tavern for white wine and red, but when she came back, the dog stood on his head. She went to the grocer's to buy him some fruit, but when she came back he was playing a flute. She went to the hosier's to buy him a hose, but when she came back he was dressed in his clothes. She went to the tailor's to buy him a coat, but when she came back he was riding a goat. She went to the barber's to buy him a wig, but when she came back he was dancing a jig. She went to the cobbler's to buy him some shoes, but when she came back he was reading the news. The dame made a curtsy, the dog made a bow. She said, "Your servant." The dog said, "Bow wow." 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I let it go again. Why did I let it go? Because it bit my finger so. Which finger did it bite? This little finger on the right. Jack Sprat. Jack Sprat could eat no fat, his wife could eat no lean. So betwixt the two of them, they licked the platter clean. That's the end of part 1 of Mother Goose Nursery Rhymes. We have just one more part to do tomorrow, and we'll finish this up. Thank you so much for listening, and as always, if you would like to help my channel grow, please like, subscribe, share me on social media, tell your friends about me. Thank you for listening.